Leam Richardson, manager of Accrington Stanley. How does that sound?
A bit surreal, to be honest. But obviously, you know, the conversations that we've had this week have gone really well. I'd like to thank the chairman, Peter Marsden, obviously Rob Hayes, the board, the players, and obviously, you know, the staff around Accrington and the fans, you know, for giving me the opportunity. You know, the opportunity is fantastic. You know, and obviously you'd like to think I'd repay them with that, with, you know, with hard work and, you know, the will, and you know, get success at the club.
How big an influence have the supporters been? They were singing your name from 15 minutes before kick-off on Saturday against Bristol Rovers and really urging you to take the job.
Yeah, I think I've said previously, you know, every time the club's fallen on, you know, such as hard times or, you know, even good times, you know, the fans, you know, the people around the club on and off the pitch, they all seem to come together, unite and, you know, and go forward, strive forward together, which is, you know, anywhere, which is great.
Was it a tough decision, given your age, given the young family, given following, you know, a manager who's only just left, who you were assistant to?
Yeah, you know, like I've said before, you know, I'm not a person who's kind of status driven or, you know, financially driven really. It'd have been a kind of a flippant decision to say straight away, okay, I'll just do the manager's job, you know, for them kind of reasons. You know, it's a decision in that I had to go away and think about it professionally and personally. You know, and take everything into account. You know, it's not just a case of, you know, okay, I'll do it. You know, there's a lot at stake, and you know, I want to be successful. And obviously, you know, after a good few conversations with the chairman, you know, with Rob Hayes and a few other people professionally, and obviously, you know, in my personal life, it became evident quite quickly that this is the right step for me.
Could you have imagined it? I think it was August 2005 in a pre-season game against Staley Bridge or somebody like that when you first played for Accrington Stanley. Could you have even imagined still being here, let alone being manager?
When you're a player, you're quite selfish as a player, and you know, I think it was Wigan I came to play. And I initially came to the club to keep fit while I was in between signing for other clubs, and that was one of the, you know, again, one of the reasons I signed. You know, the place is unique in a good way. You know, you're always made to feel welcome and wanted, and it's continued to do that throughout my career here, especially with the fans, you know, and the people, you know, on and off the pitch. In the end, it became an easy decision.
It gets in your blood, doesn't it, this place? And I suppose for you personally, some of the hardest times in your career with the injuries have come here as well. Yes, and you know, you try and learn from each aspect of your career, whether it be good or bad. And them times, you know, them 18 months, what I did kind of suffer heavily through injury. You know, I had a lot of time to kind of take stock and have a think about where I wanted to go and what road I wanted to take. And luckily, you know, I'd done a few coaching badges in that time. And I was quite relishing, you know, the fact to be out on the coaching pitch, and you know, obviously it's something I want to be successful in. Now, there's no catching up to do. There's no getting up to speed. You know the players. You've played a part in bringing an awful lot of them to the club. You've worked with them before. You've played with some of them. How much is that going to help you just hit the ground running?
Yeah, I think so. You know, there's a word being used, you know, this last week, continuity. And that's the message that I'll give to the players. You know, it's the same goals, the same targets, both personally and as a group, as we set at the start of the season. You know, the management's kind of shuffled a little touch, but you know, there's no difference in work ethic, habits, you know, and the ethos of what we want to do this season. So we'll work hard, we'll continue to kind of regroup, and we'll go from strength to strength. And
do the goals change at all for the season, or is it just business as usual, more of the same?
Yeah, not at all, no. I think at the start of the season, you know, we've worked hard since we came in June, July. You know, we put things in place. The lads know what's expected of them. You know, they've got good habits, they've got a good work ethic about them, and our goals won't deviate from that at all. You know, we expect very, very high standards, and we'll continue to strive for the best results possible.